And we are back for the second contest of the second annual Beach and Ball Classic here at DME. This is Matt Panaggio, and I'm joined by Coach Stephen Kenner. Coach, you just played a tough battle against Central Tech.
They were really good, man. Really appreciate them coming down from Canada. They played really hard, up-tempo. I love that game. They just beat us on the glass, and we did a lot of self-inflicting turnovers that cost us towards the end. You know, it's kind of difficult to do, stay in the ball game when you're turning the ball over and not making shots and not doing the little things. You know, that's what we keep preaching about and being disciplined. So, but we got another game tomorrow and Sunday, so we be back. Happy to be back. Let this one go and move on to the next game.
And Central Point wins a tip here against Coach Kevin and DME Black. Good ball movement so far for Central Point. And the mid-range jumper is good. And that is Bowden. Central Point into a full-court press.
And that's going to be the key for us today. How do we handle their tempo, and how do we handle when they start making shots? Will we be able to control what's going on?
Matt here to Bailey. Bailey in the corner. Looks to play pick and roll with Chris. Over to Felipe. Shot clock down to 4. Chris to the basket. And shot clock violation. Not a great way to start the game.
Nah. But that was a good take, though. You know, we want to keep attacking, get our feet wet, get to the rim. And here they are, transition 3. We get the rebound and we're out. And this plays right into our hands. This is something that Coach Kevin likes to do with his group. I think these morning games are getting us, bro.
Yeah.
We can't do this anymore.
Two possessions, 2 turnovers for DME. Definitely not how Coach Kevin wants to start the game. Hopefully they can get a stop here. Central Point into the horn set. Open threes, no good. Looks a little out of his range there for DeJusty for Central Point. Step up screen for DME. Matt to Chris. Skip pass to Bailey. He drives it, and he's fouled. DME hasn't looked great so far offensively.
I'm telling you, either it's the morning games or something's in the food. That's a great look by Bailey coming off the
good execution there.
Coming off the yes. And that's going to build his confidence. You know, he's one of those guys. He starts making shots, his confidence starts soaring through the roof.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to get him up and be aggressive and look to be Coach Kevin's scorer, as that three-pointer's no good. Offensive rebound to Nichols. Skip past to Bowden. Bowden's layup is an air ball.
Yep.
Matt Larson in transition.
There you go.
To Kareem, who's
Nice.
had a great week this week shooting the ball. And right on cue, Kareem for 3.
Playing for each other. That says so much. When you can try to attack and you get nothing out of that, and then you find your teammates for a wide open look, you know, you done your job.
And this is Nichols here to Bowden. Back to Nichols. Good ball movement again for Central Point, taking every second of this shot clock. And floater's no good. Matt Larson with the rebound, and he drives it, and his shot is blocked. That was DeJusty with the block, and it is DME basketball. Bailey with the nice take, offensive rebound, and kicks it back out to Kareem. Kareem to Bailey. A little pick and roll. Doesn't like it, moves it to Matt. Matt from about 40 feet, and he knocks it down.
I'm telling you, man, when they share the ball, it's a beautiful thing. And right now, we're asking a lot out of Bailey, where he's going to have to be the point guard, the shooting guard, the forward, everything. with Jalen out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to learn how to get everybody else involved. You know, in the last couple of plays, I like what he's been doing.
Kareem now with the ball. And you don't want to go under that screen. Matt Larson unable to connect from 3. Although it was a good read as the defender went under the screen.
Good heat check. I take that. You know, it was in the Florida offense.
And that's another deep one.
Oh, wow.
You know, at DME, I see a lot of teams and players shoot deep threes, and I think it's because we have that NBA line on the floor. I don't think a lot of teams are used to playing on courts with that line.
I don't think the players know which line is the three-point line.
Yeah.
They got 3 of them out there.
And here comes Bailey, and that's almost showtime. And missed bucket on one end, turns the easy transition on the other. Scores 8-4. Now DME with the lead. Sloppy passing.
Just got to settle down. Settle down. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yep.
And it's 90% of it is played between the ears. But I like what Central Point is doing, though. They're trying to speed them up, not let them run their stuff. Unfortunately, they are taking a long time to run their stuff on offense. I mean, they are running that clock all the way down.
Yeah. And that's a deep one for Bailey. As it's no good. This is Benton with the ball. And again, just like you said, Coach, good ball movement for Central Point. Everybody's touched the ball. Turns up, open 3. Shot's no good. Offensive rebound by the big fella, Woody.
He stepped out of bounds, I think.
Yep, turnover. And it'll be DME ball. Into the game for DME Black is Q. In for Kareem. Kareem played some good minutes there. Playing a little out of position, not normally playing at the point guard spot, but did a great job controlling the tempo and also knocked down a big 3. Q now, a true point guard looking to run some offense. Skip past to Bailey off the flare. Spin. Nice pass to Felipe. His shot's no good. Offensive rebound.
I like that, though.
And he's fouled.
He follows his shot. You know, you don't see a lot of players doing that these days when they shoot the 3 ball. You got to be able to follow your shot because that ball leaves your hand. You're the last one that knows where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it feels like. And 9 times out of 10, the defender is not boxing out the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, I remember one day, I was on the scout team for against UGA women's, and a shot went up, and I was on the other side of the floor, and I came down the middle, and I caught it right off the rim, and I almost flushed it, Matt. Almost flushed it. I did one of those numbers where you just twist your wrist inside the rim. Coach had to call timeout.
And little foul there. Looked like DME was in a 2-2-1. Full court press. Central Point did a good job breaking it and finding Woody inside, just unable to finish, but he was fouled. And a decent-looking stroke by the big fella.
I like what DME is trying to do. They're trying to switch things up a little bit, trying to slow the tempo down for them. So now, if you're playing good in that 2-2-1, by the time they get across half court, now you're only playing defense for another 15 seconds because these guys, once again, are taking this shot clock all the way down, but they're usually doing it early with 25 seconds.
Yep. And pressure easily broken by DME and Matt Larson to Ali, who just checked into the game. And they leave him wide open. Ali, normally a very good shooter. I would have liked a layup there.
Same here. I don't know about you, but that's one thing I try to tell my guys. Like, I'm not a fan of the 3 when you first come into the ball game.
Yeah, true.
Let's attack the basket, get something closer so you can see it go in. Work inside then out. as Central Tech point just missed a chippy there, and we get it in transition.
Bailey now unguarded. Shoots the triple, and it rattles in. Bailey now the leading scorer in the game with 5. And the high ball screen there for Central Point. Beautiful spin move. I think
Chris got a hand on that.
Chris, yeah. And what an advantage to have a guy like Chris with the length defensively to tip the ball, then rebound it, and then push it in the break.
He plays with such a high motor. You know, that is something that you can't teach, and every coach loves. You know,
Yep.
that and height.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. Tyrese into the game, looks to run some offense here. And Chris from 3, no good. Ali corrals the rebound, gets it back to Q.
Way to settle them down. 10 on the shot clock.
To Bailey, shot clock down to 6.
Don't settle.
To 2. Need to get one up here. And shot's no good. That's the second shot clock violation by DME. And it looks like they're back into their 2-2-1. Almost a turnover there by Central Point. And DME now into their 2-3 zone. And
That's
nice
tough.
floater there by Jacobus. Q did a good job there handling that pressure. Tyrese to the basket, inside hand finish.
And that's what he needs to do more also. Just attacking the rim. Sometimes he gets a little nervous. But, you know, we try to tell him, hey, we trust you. Keep attacking. You make good decisions when you're on the floor sometimes, you know. If they end up blocking it, just block it. But on this end here, we got to box out. I think that was the problem in my game also. We didn't want to box out.
A lot of offensive rebounds. Ali, second 3.
I like that.
Sorry, they called it a 2. Long 2 for Ali. He's been shooting the ball really well, too.
Hey, man, you should have seen him in Atlanta. The guy was playing without the ball, making backdoor cuts, getting easy buckets, and then hitting threes off the wing. I mean, he played really well. His basketball IQ is growing.
And that's a big 3 there by Barrientos
Yep.
to cut this lead to 4. Tyrese playing with great pace. Ali with the left hand, no good.
But I like that, though. I take that. He shot fake and drove, but we got to get back in transition.
And, man, DeJusty is fast with that ball. The left-handed guard by Central Point. And Central Point into their full-court press.
Skip pass. Oh, you got to get it across. Call time.
And good timeout there by
Oh.
Kevin.
Oh.
Looked like there was a shot clock reset. Shouldn't have been a reset.
No.
Looked like it was down to 21 or maybe 20, like right around there.
I'll tell you what, I'll take that one. You know why? Because actually, Coach Kevin should not have been allowed that timeout there.
Think it was a 10-second call?
No. He can't make that.
Oh, with the live ball.
Yeah, with the live
with
ball.
the live ball.
The players got to do it.
Yep.
I'll take that, though.
Yeah, and I think Kevin will too.
You know?
Yep. So, just about 9 minutes into this second contest of the second annual Beach and Ball Classic here at DME, and it's 16-14 DME with holding on to a 2-point lead against Central Point. And it'll be DME to inbound. And they get it up to Bailey almost. Deflected out of bounds. DME now with the ball. Harry into the game. Nice cut
That's what I'm talking about.
by Ali.
That's what I'm talking about.
Patience, just unable to finish it.
Yeah, a little bit too far underneath.
He's got a nice new haircut, though.
I like that.
And back into this 2-2-1 pressure. Central Point easily broke it that time. And DME's back into a 2-3 zone. But offensive rebounds have been the name of the game for Central Point.
You do a great job on defense, forcing them to take bad shots, probably something they're not used to making, but they just keep getting those second, third opportunities, and it hurts.
Yep.
And here we are in transition. The guy's out of bounds. We just missed that one, officials. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a make-up call, I guess. I don't know.
And Jacobus with his third bucket for Central Point. He's done a great job in the middle of that zone scoring the ball. And Ali, I think this time was a 3. So now he's got 5 points, all from that same corner.
Steal.
Nice deflection there by Tyrese. And he's fouled. Are they going to count it? And he counts it. Tyrese now with 4 points. And a big play there, turning defense into offense.
Got to have active hands defensively. It just causes so much problems for the offensive team where they can't see or not paying attention. Good put back by Bailey.
Huge play by Bailey.
And I'm telling you that he's got to learn that he's got to be that guy on the floor right now. Not so much that he's got to score everything, but he's got to be the high-energy guy and get everybody involved.
Offensive rebound for Central Point, and DeJusty. I like this kid, this lefty
Smooth.
for Central Point. He's
really
a
smooth.
good player. Tyrese easily breaks the pressure. Back up to Bailey. Refuses the ball screen, drives left. Nice pass to Tyrese, but three-pointer's no good. And DeJusty with the rebound.
Here we
Ball
go.
inside to Jacobus. He's the leading scorer in the game now with 8 points, all from inside the paint. Make it 10. Silly turnover there by DME.
You just got to have poise and patience. You know, they're trying to speed us up, and they're doing a good job of speeding us up. I like that, Harry, with the pump fake. It's okay. I take that.
Yep.
You know.
Good shot there by Harry. And Central Point, man, they're small, but they're fast.
Yes.
Beautiful pass by DeJusty. I like that kid. Number 11 is a good player for Central Point. And that was Barrientos with the finish.
Yeah, we got a 30-second timeout here. I think that was a good timeout by Coach Kevin. Kind of settled his group down. Talk about, you know, just relaxing, guys, and just run our stuff. They're forcing the tempo where they're trying to take us out of our offense.
Yep.
They want to play up and down. And I think for us, we're a much better team when we're running our sets. And that's what he's trying to, you know, and tell the guys, hey, we can get whatever we want if we run our sets. Now, the biggest thing is defensively. Everybody's got to box out.
Yep.
That shot goes up. And that's one thing that happened in my game, that we did not do a very good job at everybody boxing out and getting a rebound. Don't just rely on one person to try to get the rebound.
And some exciting substitutions here by Coach Kevin. Scotty Dishman with his first minutes here in a DME uniform. He's been battling a foot injury this entire fall and beginning of winter here. And exciting to see him back on the floor. I know he's been, you know, itching to get back on the court.
Shoot, I'm excited to see him back on the floor. You know,
yeah.
This guy has been super positive on the bench.
Great teammate.
Great teammate.
And great kid from St. Augustine, Florida, and way to handle that pressure by Tyrese. And first bucket goes in. Nice shot there by Scotty. He's going to be a huge addition to this black team for Coach Kevin.
Yes.
I don't think he even realizes it yet. But he can really shoot the ball, plays with a lot of energy and heart. I'm excited to see him get going here for DME. And turnover there by Central Point.
Get his energy back up. Well, not the energy, but get in condition.
Yep.
He's going to be able to play a lot more minutes. He's going to be able to help us out all over the floor. Good idea.
Chris now in the corner.
Swing it. One more. Come on. Nice.
To Tyrese.
Good job. And then find the big guy.
Deflection there. Tyrese with the turnover.
I like that, though. Being unselfish, sharing the ball, drawing two defenders and dropping it off. Basketball's a simple game, Matt.
Yep. And second straight travel for Central Point. And Central Point back into this full court press actually has bothered DME a little bit so far in this game, especially with Jalen out today.
Yeah, yep.
That time, easy peasy for DME. Breaks the press, drives it, unable to finish inside. Felipe there, also unable to finish. His shot's blocked out of bounds. Scotty to inbound now to Matt. And his ball's
bad spacing
stolen
on that one. Oh, wow.
Wide open shooter. Knocks it down. Turnovers lead to easy transition buckets for Central Point.
Yep. But that all starts with just communicating, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I think, and it's not just us. I think it's the youth in general. They don't talk. And I try to tell them, Matt, that when you talk, it reminds you where you're supposed to be. And it also reminds your teammate where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And at other times, it causes havoc for your opponents. I mean, you talking about all that chatter. Somebody's yelling, screaming, constantly talking, and you hands are being active. People are jumping around defensively. Hey, that's pressure. That's adversity.
Mm-hmm.
And most youth they're not ready for that. You know, that's what you see on the next level.
Yeah, and for me, when I first got to college, this was actually maybe the number one thing that was different that I wasn't used to was how much the coaches require you to talk. If you're not talking, you're not going to play. And that was something new to me, and I adjusted to it well. But if you don't talk at the college level, things happen so fast. The players are too talented, especially on the defensive end. If a team's not communicating, you're going to get eaten up and chopped up defensively. And for us, I like what you said. It's a little bit of immaturity. They're young and they're not used to it yet. Although I think they're getting better as a group.
Yeah.
With that, and it takes time. But I'm constantly, pushing my guys to communicate more, all game long. The more talk, the better. Can never have too much.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Because you know what's going to happen in this game, Matt? You are going to have mental lapses.
Yep.
It's a given. Now the question is, as we come out of this timeout, oh, that's a great look. I like that.
Man, I'm impressed with Kareem.
I like that.
I'm really impressed with Kareem. He has really started to feel more comfortable in the games and confident, and he is shooting the crap out of the ball. Doing a great job for this post-grad black team. And there's Jacobus again with 12 points. All floaters or layups around
right
the rim.
In the paint touches.
Very good finisher.
We got to get somebody in the middle of the floor against this little press just to be a decoy or even for a pressure release. It's tough to push it up the sideline on the strong side because they're doing a very good job defensively. They want you to speed it up. And here they are moving the ball around again, taking the shot clock down. That's another little jumper from my guy over there.
Benton.
Yes.
Big shot. Scotty now broke the press all on his own.
Don't settle. Good. Now move without the ball.
Kareem with the ball in the corner now. Give him a little airspace. He's going to take it. This time, no good.
We got to make them work defensively, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Central Point's making DME work, that's for sure.
We beat them already. So, yeah, trust me.
Good ball movement here by Central Point. Shot clock down to 10. This is Bowden to the corner. Nice, strong drive.
Middle drives.
Yep.
Middle drives. You can't allow the offense to continue to do that. Every program here at DME preaches no middle drives.
There's just too many options when you let them get downhill middle.
That's what we want to do offensively. You know? So why are we letting other teams do it?
And that was Lee on the drive. Nice strong take for Lee. And his first free throw's up and good. Second one's no good. He's got 1 point today. And Chris pushing the break. Beautiful play by Chris. Just Matt unable to knock down the shot. Back to Lee. NBA range 3 is good.
You guys got it. We got to close out with high hands. It was a tie ball game. Now they're up. They're up 8 on us.
And Bailey with the acrobatic finish to add to his good first half so far. Leading scorer for DME with 9.
Here we go. Come on, guys. Good job. Good deflections. Active hands again.
And it's showtime.
Way to share the ball.
Bailey is a high flyer.
He has so much bounce. This guy here is so athletically inclined. I'm still jealous.
Floater, no good. Felipe taps the rebound, needs to grab it with 2 hands. And the movement by Central Point, the cutting, the unselfish play has really been working for him and has made DME work on the defensive end.
That is so true.
And good play there by Felipe.
I mean, they're not panicking. They're not playing sporadic. They get second and third opportunities, and they just find the easy play.
Yep. And that's a deep one. No good. Matt now.
Where we going?
Chris Warner, wide open. No good.
Look at Felipe with the tip. He tried to get a tip in there.
And Felipe picked up the foul there. Good hustle, though. You don't mind that foul if you're Kevin coaching this team. And Ali will check in for him.
I'm telling you, Felipe is really coming along, man. He is growing and maturing and is getting stronger in the weight room and, understanding basketball at a higher level.
Yeah, I really like Felipe. He is so valuable to this team. Just like Yafet is valuable to your team, Felipe is valuable to this team. When he plays well, the team plays well. And I think it's the same thing with your team is like today with Yafet, especially late in your game. He's playing well, and it's feeding into the momentum and the energy of the entire team.
Totally agree with you. Those big guys, and I enjoy coaching post players. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm only 5'5", but we're not gonna go there. The biggest thing with them is I tell them all, if you can defend and rebound and sprint the floor from rim to rim, you can make some money in this game.
Yeah. And just being able to run the floor, I can't explain enough how valuable that is. as Bailey right there with the strong finish at the rim. But I'm trying to get my bigs to run the floor and want to run the floor. You know, it's wanting to run the floor. If you're a big and you run, that is so valuable for an offense.
It forces that defense to really collapse on the big, you know. Which your guards are able to spread out, make shots. Coach Kevin has a great point. There was 3 guys around him.
Technical?
Wow.
That is a very sensitive referee.
Yeah. He didn't curse at him. He just told him that, hey, you know, you got to get 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah,
and he didn't even give him a warning.
I'm very actually surprised in that technical foul.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Well, excuse me.
And he made the first one, I believe. That was Benton. He missed a second. The score is 42-37. Ball into the middle. That's Henry with the fadeaway. Shot's no good. And Chris has been everywhere.
He's a rebounding machine.
He's been all over the glass. And this is Bailey with the nice pass. And Ali. Man, Ali in that corner has 8 points.
But it started with the rebound on Chris. Getting the ball, boxing out, pushing in transition, and then what a great play by Bailey to attack the rim and being unselfish. He gave up a 2 for a 3 from Ali in the corner. Someone who's been hot over there.
Floater. Man, Central Point, how many floaters have they hit this game?
How many points does that guy have?
You got 10, and that's Kareem in transition with his 3rd 3 of the day. I am telling you, I am so impressed with Kareem and how far he has come in his time here at DME. He's been a good player, but he's built so much confidence in himself, and it's really showing. Offensive foul.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, that technical foul, I'm going to give props to Coach Kevin. That was a strategic move to get his team fired up and playing better.
And it's worked. I think they've gone on a 6-0 run since. Or maybe 8-0 run.
2. The guy had a floater.
Oh, 8-2, that's right. Ali, you got to know you got to shoot from that same corner. There's Bailey.
Go through.
About a 6-second differential here in the shot clock and game clock. DME down 1 point. Shot clock now at 5. Bailey to the basket. And his finish is good.
I'm telling you, him going down the hill is hard to stop.
And 3-pointers up and good for Central Point. Wow. What a big play there by Benton.
That guy there.
Leading his team now with 13. Bailey's leading DME with 15. The score is 47-45. Central Point with the lead, and we will take a short break here at halftime. And we are back. The score is 47-45 of the second game of the second annual Post-Grad Beach and Ball Classic here at DME. Central Point with the lead over DME. For Central Point, it has been Benton with 15 points. And for DME, it has been Bailey, who's done a lot of damage, also with 15 points. Coach Kenner, what do you think are some keys for DME in order for them to pull out this game with a win?
3 words: poise and patience and execution.
I like it.
We're going to keep it real simple. Basketball is a simple game. As we come off the little ball screen, that's a great look for Bailey right there at the elbow. Just didn't fall, but now here we got to play defense.
Yep. And that's DeJusty who turns it over. They get a stop. Bailey now with the ball. Skips it to Chris, who's still scoreless. Inside to Felipe. That's a beautiful play.
I just told you. You see how they're playing with patience on offense. They're executing right now, sharing the ball, doing the little things, Coach, doing the little things. That's a good switch off of Horns action.
Yep. But Central Point's cutting and movement and unselfish play has been very difficult for DME to guard in the half court. Three-pointer's no good for Chris. DeJusty with the rebound.
I like
And
this.
he turns it right over.
So that's what Chris does very well. He can read it, share the ball, easy transition points.
And Bailey now with 17 to lead all scorers in this game. Not really such a surprise there.
No. You know, Bailey is coming into his own. I really like if there was one area that I would wish Bailey would really improve on, it would be his defense.
I agree completely.
You know, we get this transition. I like it, Kareem. I like it. He's going to the line for 2.
Yep, and he's a very good shooter. And again, I can't say it enough how impressed I am with Kareem and his aggression. I didn't see that early in the game or early in the season. He's got a chance here to, get over double figures, and he does now with 10 points. Second leading scorer for DME.
And once again, it's transition. We're putting the pressure on the defense. You know, nobody's stopping you. You're ready to attack. Your job is to either get to the rim and score or draw 2 defenders to be ready to kick out, you know. And look, and there we go again. Chris, another deflection.
Up to Matt, back to Bailey, and he's fouled. That actually could have been a flagrant foul there. He clearly just pushed him in the back. I'm actually a little disappointed they didn't call that.
Yeah, same here. I mean, the guy didn't make a play on the ball. He could have injured one of our guys right there. But I'm sure he didn't mean to do that intentionally, but it was an intentional foul.
Yep. Bailey now with 18 points, and DME with a nice little run here. And it started with Chris's 2 steals. 2 steals by Chris lead to this run.
Their defense is creating opportunities for their offense.
Deep one for DeJusty. 3-pointer's no good. Offensive rebound to the big fella. High arcing shots, also no good. And here comes DME. Matt with the nice pass to Bailey. To Kareem. Step back. Tray ball. No good. Rebounded by Bailey.
Kick it out. New shot clock. Here we go.
Ball with
He's
Matt.
got the mismatch. There it is.
Into Felipe. And Felipe's finish is no good. And Chris will pick up the foul.
I would have loved to see Felipe just to turn and just go up with that one there. You know, I don't think he really realized where he was on the floor when he caught that from the rim. You know, that's on me. I got to get him back in the lab, and we got to do some more post work so he understands that I don't have to put the ball on the floor. But once again, our defense is forcing them to make tough decisions, and we get another deflection there.
DME into a 2-3 here on the baseline out of bounds. I'm not a huge fan of the 2-3 baseline under, and that's kind of the reason why.
And I'm just the opposite.
You like it?
I like it. You know, it for me, I take real pride in running some out of bounds stuff to catch people on, and I think if you work on your 2-3, we show it more as a 1-3-1, and we stay with the guy that's on the inbound, and it just kind of morphs back into a 2-3, or we can play a man out of it.
Nice floater again.
I can't be telling you all my secrets.
Easy right there. Easy basketball. Nice block there by the big fella. Chris, still scoreless in this game, but he's left his, print on this game in other ways.
Yes. And which is fine. You just got to realize, hey, tonight may not be my night, But I got to find it in the other areas. Yeah, and now they're on a run. Basketball is a game of runs. And here they are, up 3. We can't panic. And we just got to continue to be nice. You see what I'm saying? Like, that right there, being unselfish and doing other things, you're still making yourself a contributor to the program,
Great pass there. And he's got a bunch of rebounds, couple steals, played great defense.
Like, I got to have him on the floor. At the end of the night, I want him on the floor. And it's not because he can score. It's because he's doing other things. And that hurts,
Yeah, that one hurts. That's DeJusty again. He's a good player here for Central Point.
Somebody's got to be there. He's here with you. Oh. We got it. I didn't quite see that one, Coach. What happened?
Yeah, I didn't see it either. But he fell hard on the floor. And he's slow to get up and off the floor. In comes Ali, Q, and Tyrese.
Ball's in play. They go a high ball screen action here. Wow, they went with the smallest person to post up on Q.
And Q's called for the foul there, although it was good, when you're a small guard, you got to front the post. You don't want to have any catches there. And force the offense to throw that lob pass and rely on your teammates, trust your teammates behind you that they're going to help. But right there, he played behind an easy basket there for Barrientos.
Who's in the middle?
7.
Good. Good idea. Good idea. We call that KYP, Coach. Know your personnel.
Yeah. He's a corner guy, corner specialist in Ali. Tyrese thought he was cutting to the rim. Again, they go to Barrientos inside on Q.
I like that.
And the big fella with the rebound. His first field goal of the game for Woody.
Q's got to relax. I'm not a big fan of playing behind somebody in the post. We talk about playing 3 quarters. You got to play 3 quarters on that post, especially the smaller guards. Anybody really. I know you talk about fronting. And here they come trapped again. Good job by Ty.
And Q with the floater, no good. Out of bounds, and it's Central Point ball. This momentum has completely changed.
Yeah. Hey, I feel Coach Kevin's frustration because I was in it also, and it doesn't take much. And you can't keep calling timeouts, because you only have so many.
And DeJusty again.
Guys got to, especially on the next level, with certain places, they have media timeouts,
Yeah.
And some places don't. And you just got to learn that, hey, either we can play to the media timeouts or sometimes we just got to be able to play through what's going on. And, the margin of error is so slim in these games here that the slightest thing can get away from you. But you got to have good mental toughness to get back in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
we make a substitution here. That's a great take. A little out of control. And this
And I like the leadership here by Scotty. In his first game, just comes into the game and he said, hey, everybody, free throw, it's time to huddle. We got to get on the same page.
right. And see, and that's another thing. You got to have that. You got to have somebody who's going to be the leader on the floor, going to be the coach on the floor. Not just the huddle, but it's got to help control everybody else also, you know. We don't want to be an emotional roller coaster. And, you know, they got up 11 on us. We cut it back down to 9 now with 14 minutes to play. We got to get stops. See,
And this has been the guy who's been, you know, leading their run in number 11 to Justy for Central Point. And again, straight to the rim. You know he's going to go with his left hand.
Right.
And he finishes. He's got 14 points for DeJusty, and he's got a bunch of rebounds, assists. He's been very efficient tonight, or this afternoon, I should say.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, yeah, for Central Point. Now the leading scorer with 15.
And here's another thing. You got to make adjustments, right? They keep trying to put him back into the ball screen action. There's no need for our post to come out and hedge. You know, it would be better if you just be in his eyesight, line sight, drive sight. Great penetration, great assist, great finish.
Yep, love the play, and that's Chris's first bucket.
But back to that ball screen action. That guy's a driver. My post needs to stay back and be at home and help and just
protect.
show. Yeah, because he's reading that guy. And every time that post slides up to a hedge, he knows I'm not taking it. I'm going to reject that ball screen, and I'm going to put the pressure on the guy that's guarding me. And this is where we got to get stops here. We go back into our 2-2-1.
Open three-pointer. And it rattles out, but the big fella again on the offensive glass.
That guy is huge.
Big play.
He must be, what, 6'8", 6'9"?
Oh, yeah. And Matt's three's no good, but look who's there battling for it.
I love it. I love
Chris,
it.
unable to come up with it, but great hustle by Chris. And bad defensive transition. That'll be a killer.
Look up.
And Matt, with his second bucket of the game, easy baskets. We need some easy baskets in order to catch up and get back into this game.
True. I don't know what we're playing defensively. We take that.
Yeah, not a great possession there defensively for DME, but DeJusty turns it over. And it looks like Central Point's going to go with a clean sweep. 5 new guys here.
Here goes number 0, Mr. Benton.
Yep. He had a big first half.
Yes.
I'm surprised. I think this is the first time we're seeing him
In the second half.
in the second half, but
Yes,
he
yeah.
was the leading scorer for
They
Central
got,
Point.
they got 6 on the floor. What are we doing?
And finally, we have 5 on 5. Bailey with a tough three-point shot goes down, and that's 24 now for Bailey to lead all scorers. Three-pointer.
Back at us, huh?
Right back at us, and that's Jacobus. That's his first bucket outside of the paint. And Bailey, man, that was 8 points scored in a total of about 10 seconds.
He's like Mr. Vinny Microwave.
Oh, yeah. And same spot. Same guy, no bucket, though, for Jacobus.
That's good defense there by
Way
Felipe.
to stay on your feet, Felipe, and not pick up the foul. Strong with the rebound. Good play there by Felipe.
I'm telling you, if he can ever just be in top shape, coach, that guy he can be something special. He did a very good job walling up right there, contesting the shot, not fouling, got a rebound, and was strong with the rebound as they were grabbing onto his arm. Now you got to come down. I would like to see him just touch the ball.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have to make a play, but let's reward the big fella with a touch because that'll make them collapse on him.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough touches. A lot of these guards, they're good players and they're making good plays. But I'd like to see Felipe get some touches. You're right. He needs to see some. Because then all of a sudden when he starts seeing some touches, those screens are a little bit stronger and those rolls are a little bit quicker and he's running the floor, you know. Everything else to his game is going to be stronger.
It builds his confidence. And on the other part of that, guess what? It makes that defense to collapse on him. Once again, it doesn't necessarily mean he's trying to score, but now you got to respect him, you know. And now I got shooters all around him. It's like saying pick your poison.
Yep. Bailey now refuses the ball screen, unable to finish the first time, but second time goes in. Man, he is an explosive scorer.
I love him. I told you when the game first started, he's going to have to do a lot today, you know, and all of them can't be scored. He's got to defend. He's got to rebound. Here he is again, off on the wing for another 2 points.
And now he's got 30. That's bad defensive transition on a scored basket. And again.
And here we are bad defensively. Come on, guys.
And that's a late call. I think it's the right call. It's just a late call. And it gives everybody a little bit of a breather here that's on the floors. It's been a very fast-paced game.
Yeah, you got to be in shape to play this game.
Oh, yeah.
Especially this one here. Both teams are getting up and down the floor. Central Point has done something a little differently, Coach, where they have not really taken that the shot clock under 10.
Yeah.
Under 10 seconds here. Oh.
Yeah, they've been quicker in this second half.
Yep. Well,
than in the first. The first half they moved the ball well. And if you've seen Central Point play, they have a lot of teams, especially in the high school division. They move the ball so well, and they're so patient. But here in this second half, they have not been that way.
I think my guy Chris is a little tired as he missed out on that rebound there. And then we got Jalen into the game now. His first action.
Yep.
Good job, not the foul. We're kind of confused on.
Three-pointer.
Good job.
No good. And here comes Bailey.
We got numbers.
And Jalen in and 2 points.
Very unselfish. That was a 4-on-2 fast break. They made great decisions off of it and was able to finish. There we go, another ball screen action there.
And turnover.
Yes, yes.
A big thing with ball screens that I don't think at this level a lot of teams and players individually are good at is you got to have spacing. You know, a lot of people don't know how, if I'm using a ball screen and my teammate's standing right next to me, I can't create for you or for myself. And right there, I don't think the spacing was good for Central Point, but nice play there by Matt.
That was great by him.
To score.
And not only that, Coach, it comes back to the fundamentals also. You know, what are we looking for in the ball screen action? Yep. Who's running the ball screen action? Who is it for? You know, you got to have a purpose. You just can't. And I think that's one thing that, as coaches, we kind of fall in love in what everybody else does. But you got to, I call that KYP again. Know your personnel. You got to be able to know your strengths. And you just can't put anybody and everybody in ball screen actions. So I totally agree with you.
And for me as a coach, I don't run a lot of ball screens because I mean you got to run some. I think it's an effective way to score. As Bailey is just absolutely cooking now with 33 points. But I like a more motion offense, and maybe that's because I like that as a player as well. But I like to move the ball and score in other ways instead of having one guy dribble the ball so much and create.
We done cut back into the lead. We're only down 3. We got bailed out there on the foul call by the officials. That's a guy ripped across Bailey's arm. And that's a good blow for Chris. Chris played a lot of minutes right there. He gives you a lot of energy, and you're going to need him down the stretch.
Definitely.
What up, Coach?
Ball into Kareem, and immediately three-pointer goes up. No good, though.
That was
a carry.
That was a carry. That was a carry. As my man Dolph just came by and showed me some love. I'm going to need some security around here, man. Can't have people just walk up on me like that.
Jalen now with the ball.
We done cut back into the lead. We're going to try to run some clock, run some offense here. This guy here, he's amazing.
He is
I told you, Coach.
Unstoppable today.
His strength is going downhill. He's like a small version of LeBron James.
Yep.
You know?
Very effective going to the rim. Finishes high. Under 8 minutes to play, we have a 1-point game, and Bailey has 35 of DME's 79 points.
And he's not being selfish.
Yeah, he's efficient. Corner specialist, no good for Ali.
And I like how Coach Kevin coaches his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a bad shot. We didn't really rush it, you know. He lets them play and, you know, try to get the flow going. Hey, this team does take a lot of threes, though.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want them to rely so much on their shooting to win games. I'd like them to, you know, rely on their defense or rely on something that's not as much as a gamble as three-point shooting, because everybody has good nights and everybody has bad nights when it comes to shooting. But if you have a good, solid foundation on the defensive end, you know, then you're less likely to have a bad night.
Not only that, but a lot of coaches will tell you, too, hey, that your defense will keep you in ball games.
Yep. And
right on cue, that guy is a
he's a corner specialist.
Corner
He's got 11
specialist.
points, all from the corners.
That's like a corner pocket shot. 8 ball to end the game.
And offensive rebound there for Henry to give him his first bucket of the day.
They're doing a good job. They got to get that ball. Wow, they gave Coach another timeout again.
And I don't think that shot clock
That
is
shot
right.
clock was right. Who's working that shot clock? Is that Coach Nacho?
Yeah, Coach Nacho, I don't think reset it on time, because that was a very quick
8 seconds.
Quick 8 seconds.
Look at Coach West telling Coach Nacho, what are you doing? What are you doing, guy?
Yep. Well, it is a tie ball game, 82-82, 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go, and Bailey Stefanos has been absolutely dominating this game, especially in the second half with 20. And
that was
baseball pass tipped. Jalen is out of bounds. Not great execution there out of the timeout for DME.
We talk about winning the 5-minute marks. And I'll tell you right now, DME has won the 5-minute marks this second half. These last 5 minutes are going to be crucial for them to lock in defensively, not giving up drives and not fouling here, to pull this game out.
And that was a tough one there, as DeJusty, who's been really dominating for Central Point in the second half, Bailey gave him a direct line drive, not only a direct line, but also to a strong hand, which, turns out not good in DME's favor.
And you got it. Where's the help? Where's the rotation?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once in a while you're going to get beat on the drive.
Yep.
Your teammates got to be there to support you. That goes on to everybody. That's all 5 players on that one. But here we go. The guy missed both free throws.
Yeah.
We don't get the rebound. And they tipped the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, we got to do a better job on the rebounds.
That goes back to what we talked about earlier, for as the margin of error. Oh, my gosh, that's not good.
I had a feeling Bailey was going to come up with that ball.
Your feeling was better than mine because I thought he was going to get taken out.
But look at the big fella or point guard there for Jalen.
Jalen comes in, trying to be a better floor general. And, this is tough. Here's a guy that hasn't played all night.
And the big fella scores it on the second one. He has not scored unless it was an offensive rebound so far today. He's got 7. Nice play there by DeJusty. Big play, big play.
We got to settle down. Run the baseline. You can run the baseline. We got to settle down. Oh my!
And Matt's fouled. Looks like he's limping off of that play, but he'll go to the line and he's going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. These are big free throws.
Huge. I need him to be okay. Coach, we got 2 more games, man. I mean, we got to play Saturday. We got to play Sunday. We can't have injuries now.
Nope. No time for injuries. And the first one's good. Here's the second to tie up the game. And no good. DME down by 1 still.
We got to get a stop right here, Coach. Get a stop. We got a chance to pull this one out. Look, that's great defense. That should be 3 seconds in the lane. Nobody's paying attention.
3-pointer's no good, but we got to grab the rebounds.
That hurts.
Don't go in. Look at all these offensive rebounds. Look at all these. I mean, when you got 6 offensive rebounds, what are you going to do? Eventually the ball's going to go in.
As a coach, you can't do much. You can scream and yell till you blue in the face, and it's frustrating, and it gives you a headache, and it's hard to sleep at night. But until the guys start believing in it and holding each other accountable, that's when that team becomes really, really special.
Yep. And right there.
But hey, sorry to cut you off, but this is great now. Clock stop. They got 19 fouls. The next one, we're going to the line for 2 shots every single time. You got 5 minutes to play. Hey, and you're only down 3. You get 2 shots right here. I'm telling you, this plays in our favor. Now, granted,
it's a ball game.
We got to make the free throws.
Yeah, we missed right there. Technically, we missed 2, but that was the front end of a 1-and-1. And that's a big play. That's a really big play. This guy, DeJusty, has been great in the second half. Absolutely great. Fast in transition. He's been good around the rim. He's missed his last 2 free throws, though. Knocks down that one to give him 20 points on the game.
He's not bad. I like that guy. He puts a lot of pressure on your defense.
Yep. Get the ball over. Good. Bailey for 3. That would have been a big one. Really, really big one. But you don't need big ones. You just
Right.
need solid shots, good shots.
You're right. Keep chopping away. Keep chopping away. This game, I mean, it's 4.5 minutes. It was just a tied ball game. You're only down 6.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
chopping away.
2-possession game.
Now, from a coaching standpoint, with 4 minutes to play, you got to figure out, hey, can I use Bailey for all these 4 minutes, or do I need to give him a break?
Yep.
You know.
And that one hurts. That's a big shot there by Bowden. Now with 12 points. And that's an even bigger one.
There's another offensive rebound.
It's DeJusty who
This press is
finishes
giving us some
that
problems, and I don't understand. Why is this press giving us so much problems? Timeout.
and Bailey with 37 now to lead DME. But a huge run right there, led by DeJusty and Central Point, gives them this 9-point lead. Step back, no good. Didn't really like that shot much for Central Point.
Yeah. Not a fan of that one there. But
Chris.
But for us, that we take it. I think we're starting to settle, Coach.
Yep, we're starting to settle a little bit. And I've been saying this about this DME black team. They're not going to win games when the score is in the hundreds. It's really tough. It's not easy to score 100 points. And they need to improve defensively. Although this game's not over, there's a lot of time left. But Central Point's closing in on 100 points with 3 minutes to go.
Hey, DME Black is not the only team. We talk about it with DME White team. Anytime that your opponent is getting 80 points, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you really got to outscore people.
Big shot by Jalen. Goes down. Jalen now with 7. Only a 6-point game. The game's not over. It's far from over.
It's far from being over. You're right.
But it hasn't been pretty in the last couple minutes. A lot of offensive rebounds, turnovers for DME.
Nacho. Come on, Nacho.
Yep, they fixed it. Shot clock's at 18.
I love my guy over there. He's working hard. He's the assistant coach on the bench, and he's doing the shot clock.
And that's Lee. Lee's had a big second half after starting off the game slow. And I think
his presence alone just, draws attention. Because you got to guard him. He's big, strong. He likes to finish around the rim. And then you got, our guy, DeJustice, is just attacking, creating for others. And then you can put Benton in the game. I'm surprised they have not gone with both of those guys in the game at the same time.
Yeah, he's done it. He's sat on the bench a lot this second half.
Yeah.
And these are big free throws for Jalen as the clock is stopped, which is always good for DME.
Nobody's guarding you. They're freebies.
Yeah.
You just got to take advantage of it. Almost a 10-second violation there. We got to get that rebound.
And it's white ball. That's a big call there. I couldn't tell which way it was going. But DME needs to execute here.
Go downhill. You know what I would really like to see? Put Felipe out on the wing and put Bailey down low. So Bailey can get the and one the old-fashioned way as we get another corner specialist over there, Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen with 11 all in the second half. It's only a 4-point game. As we're talking here, DME's fighting back a little bit, but they were just down by 8 about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And they're doing a good job getting themselves back in this game.
It's a game of runs. Let's see what Coach Kevin's going to draw up here off of this full timeout. Are we going to stay on or okay?
Yeah, we'll take a And we're back. Coach Kevin going with the same group. And they get into a full court press.
Well, I think what we're trying to do here is to slow them down. And, they got to cross quickly. So that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. But, hey, there's your turnover, what you wanted.
And it's a 2-point game.
I like that. Easy play.
2-point game with just under 2 minutes to go.
So, go ahead, Coach.
There's so much time. There's so much time. We got to play smart. We have to. First off, we got to start boxing out and rebounding the ball. But there's a lot of time for us to win this game.
I bet he's going left. They do a good job. We're doing a good job switching. We'll settle for that.
And there's Benton.
Hey, look who's in the ball game.
And there's Benton with his first bucket. Big bucket, though.
Huge. Bailey right back at him for a 3. Felipe with a rebound. And that's where Felipe's got to finish that. You're going to get fouled. Like I tell my guys, you get that call from the official, that should be the cherry on the top. Your job is to finish around the rim. Don't expect it. Just go ahead and finish it. If they call it, that's 3-point play for us.
First one's good for Felipe. Really could use this one. Every point late in these games matters.
Especially free throws.
And Felipe steps up and knocks down both as Tyrese checks into the game for the defensive end.
We're running a diamond kind of a press here. Where he takes a charge. What
a substitution by Kevin. Really.
They're coming back and they're going defense for offense.
And a great play by Tyrese. Huge play. Tyrese comes in for about 3 or 4 seconds and takes a charge. Checks right back out. What a play by Tyrese. That could have won us the ball game.
Good screen by Felipe as Jalen drove baseline there. He just missed a little chipper there.
And there's DeJusti unable to finish. And Jalen's fouled. He'll shoot 2 with 50 seconds to go.
I like this, Coach. Who's going to have the best composure the last 50 seconds of this ball game? Who's going to be able to execute, think, concentrate, and execute this last 50 seconds? Uh-oh.
And the ref here is icing the shooter with that one. But Jalen knocks it down anyways. Yeah, late in ball games, things that will hurt you is missing free throws, turning the ball over, and offensive rebounds. As Jalen there knocks down 2. He's got 13 in the second half. And Tyrese back into the game for defense. Last time it paid off.
They go a little full court, a little man-to-man, it looks like it. Try to speed them up. Oh, we almost had a turnover there.
And Benton, last possession, had a huge 3.
And then I'm surprised that Central's doing this. They went small, Coach.
Yeah. 10 seconds on the clock. DME needs a stop. You do not want to give up a 3. You do not want to give up a 3. Or an offensive rebound.
Oh, no, he finished. So they're going to give him underneath the basket. Thank you, Coach Nacho. So now that point does not count. They're going to have to take that ball underneath. They get a new shot clock with 20 seconds or 18 seconds.
Yep, shot clock is off now to finish this game. So DME is going to have to foul, but you don't want to give up a bucket.
Nah, you're right. Don't want to do that.
So I don't think Central Point is going to try to score this ball. I think they'll just get it in. And
well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm not letting 0 or number 11 touch the ball.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That you can't do. Like, I will put 45 on the line. I tried my chances with him, but I can't let Central's best scorers, best players, playmakers, touch the ball right here. Oh, He double dribble? No. That's a
Wow.
They
Wow.
called it. It was late, but they called it.
And the travel is called. And I'm confused. I mean, if you're Central Point, just catch the ball and get fouled. They're gonna foul you. You don't need to do anything crazy. And what a play by DME not to foul.
He's going to call a timeout, get to Coach Kevin so he can call a timeout. So he can run something with 9 seconds to go.
What an exciting game so far. The score is 101-100. A lot of points being scored. And Bailey, I mean, he's got 37 points. What do you think, Coach? You going to him?
Well, let's go to a commercial break real quick, Coach.
Coach, 9 seconds to go. 1 point lead for Central Point. Bailey's got 37 points for DME. Are you going to him right here?
I'm going to yes. Off this play right here, I want to throw it into him, try to get him to go down the hill with 9 seconds. Here it is. You don't need a three. He's going downhill for a kick out. Not bad. Oh, got to stay on the floor. Wasn't bad to play.
It was a good look.
It was a great look.
It was a good look for a guy who's shot the ball well today. With 0.6 seconds to go, you're going to have to catch the ball and launch it. Unless, I mean, I don't know. Do we have any timeouts left is the question.
That still hurts because, because you can't advance the ball like you could on the women's side where they could bring it up towards coach or on the other side and still try to run a quick play for a quick shot. Now, in this case here, Coach Kevin's got to have 2 timeouts. He's got to be able to throw at least a half court and then call timeout, but we missed out on that one.
Yep.
That's a tough one.
Yep, tough loss for DME. 102-100 win for Central Point. It was Bailey for DME with 37, and it was Benton and DeJusty for Central Point, who really dominated that game. Coach Kenner, it was a pleasure, and we will take a short break.